Okay, so we're going to be talking about the new sleep system today, the Serenity sleep system, and um, I wasn't expecting an upgrade and some new addition to the Serenity sleep system when it was released at convention, and really excited because sleep is something I think that as wellness advocates we get asked about a lot, very often. And when you ask people if they have any health issues that they'd like to work on, or like sleep doesn't even come up as like a health issue because we're thinking, oh, well, I don't know, blood pressure or a skin issue or a respiratory issue. But so many people are used to not have a good sleep, and that's just how they live life. And they're like, meh, that's just I'm an insomniac, or I always have trouble falling asleep. And I think people feel a lot of hopelessness in a way, like I've tried everything and nothing works kind of thing. Well, I'm here to tell you that there is hope. And also, I wanted to go over a few things about sleep in general. And I've always known that sleep is super important for our health because I feel it. I don't know about you, but if you don't have a good night's sleep, you feel you feel emotional the next day, you feel like eating junk, your brain functions are not the same. I mean, your whole body, right? And also that if you don't sleep for any extended period of time, you seem to come down with a cold more, or your immune system is down. And so I think most people know that, but it's also the most undervalued thing in our schedule in the modern world. Sleep. We're like, sleep when you're dead. How many times have you heard that or even said that? And or we'll, I don't know, stay up too late, and it's like, it's not a big deal. We should honestly treat our sleep and having 7+ hours, like 7 hours at a minimum. And for me, 7 hours is like, I had a good night. So I'm working on that as well. But 7 hours plus, it should be a top priority as much as we have control over. I am around a lot of shift workers. My husband was a shift worker for years. My mother-in-law was a nurse. It's tricky sometimes, but as much as it's under our control, we should prioritize sleep like it's going to save our life, because it literally just might do that. While we sleep, and we learned all these things in biology, but I feel like when it comes to adulthood and all of the things that we have to deal with, we tend to forget just how important sleep is. But while we are sleeping, our brain is literally decluttering, and our body repairs itself, like the whole body repairs itself. Our hormones are rebalanced, our immune system is boosted, taken care of. The whole body, like all of our body systems, need good quality sleep. So that's not just like resting in your bed, but having a good quality sleep. And inadequate sleep over time can lead to pretty serious health issues. And we wouldn't necessarily, I think that's why maybe we don't value it as much, because it would be hard to attribute certain health issues later on in life to, oh, well, I didn't sleep well for 10 years, right? Like, we wouldn't necessarily be able to make that correlation. But we know from knowing the body and from so much research that sleep, restorative sleep, is so important. This one shocked me because after having 4 kids, I've had a lot of crappy nights. And just one night of 4 hours sleep reduces natural killer cells by 70%. That is shocking and not okay. So as much as it's under our control, right, we should try to get as much quality sleep as possible. Also, less than 7 hours sleep a night reduces cognitive functions by 30%. So your ability to concentrate, to think, to get creative ideas. So, you know, when you go through your day, you're like, my brain just feels sluggish. Sleep. Sleep. We don't need more caffeine. We need more sleep. Okay, so, but the causes of a bad sleep are multifaceted. There can be so many different reasons. There's people that say they're too stressed. They feel like anxiety when they lay down in bed. Some people can't stop thinking. And sometimes it's just, you know, like your work schedule, your kids, and there's just so many things that can come at play. But there's a lot of things that we can do to try to improve our sleep. So with the new Serenity sleep system, so this is how the bottle used to look, and they had a little update of the look here. The Restful Complex, they added tart cherry. So you might or might not be familiar with this this product. I'm just going to do a little overview, then go through some research that shows what it does when people use it. And then we'll go into the details of what exactly is in there that makes it so amazing. This is the newest product, the Serenity Stick, and they put Serenity oil plus valerian oil in here. Valerian is not an oil that we normally have. So if you have used the Deep Blue Stick before, very much like it. It's kind of like a deodorant type delivery system, except it smells a lot better. It smells so good, so good. And then the Serenity oil remains unchanged, but the research, the clinical research that they've done with this new system is really new to us. We had never heard of that before, but it's also the fact that now we have Serenity oil going in the diffuser. We have topical application with the Serenity Stick, and we have these new upgraded Serenity capsules. All of that system together is really what is making a big difference. Now, I've been using this nonstop since they added the cedarwood and the vetiver to it. They didn't have that before. I wasn't fond of the smell before, and it's been our oil in all of our bedrooms. I even use it on my dryer balls in the laundry for my laundry to smell like it. I love it. It has a lot of oils in it. I am not going to list them right now, but it's a mix of lavender. It's a very strong note. Lavender, vanilla, and then woodsy oils together. It's delicious. I don't eat it, but it smells really yummy. And it really helps induce that restful sleep. I start diffusing it in our bedrooms 30 minutes before bedtime. So if you have a little bottle, whichever way your sample was given to you, you should be able to put 2-3 drops in a diffuser if you have one. If not, the next best thing is to put it on your pillow. It smells awesome. Don't worry, it's not going to damage your pillowcase. You can put it on your hands and then just rub your pillow like this, and then you get the aromatic effect of the essential oil. Okay, so research. There's a few different clinical research that were done, a pretty small scale to begin with, because this is all very new, but still very interesting initial results. A gene that supports healthy sleep through the regulation of circadian rhythm was significantly increased in a clinical research of those using the Serenity system. So a gene, so that it changes the gene expression, the gene that supports healthy sleep by regulating our circadian rhythm was significantly increased in people that were using the system, the Serenity system. Another gene involved in the regulation of sleep, immunity, and inflammatory response was increased in the participants of the study using Serenity. So that's 2 different genes. And the third one that I thought was really cool is EEG of the brain showed lavender helped with more restorative sleep that could be noticed on brain waves. And lavender, like I said, is one of the very important oil in this whole system. And what's important to note also is that it's not just the sleep that you get that is important, the amount of sleep, it's the quality of sleep. And what they found in these research is that it increased the quality of sleep. We call it deep sleep, right? But that's the quality of sleep. So it's not, interrupted sleep or sleep that you wake up throughout the night and or just I don't know if we call it like shallow sleep, like when you feel almost awake but you're not. So it really improves the quality of the sleep. And restorative sleep, it really improves inflammatory response. And that's what they found in people using the system as well, is the inflammatory response was much better in people that used the Serenity sleep system. And not after like a week, it was after one night. Not that they just did their study for one night, but even after one night, it was increased. Blood pressure was decreased. Just all of the body functions, cognitive functions, ability to concentrate, amazing, was improved after just one night of using the Serenity sleep system. Incredible, right? Why isn't everybody using it? I don't know, but we're on a mission to let everybody know about this. So what they found about lavender. So by the way, the doTERRA lavender is unmatched. The lavender that we have in this Serenity sleep system is pharmaceutical grade. It is the only one in the world that is pharmaceutical grade. You will not find a better quality lavender. And lavender helps brain activity during sleep. It calms the nervous system, supports relaxation, making it easier to fall asleep and sleep better. So that's pretty cool that it helps brain activity while you sleep. That's not something that you think about when you're looking for some sleep aid. But that's the kind of side benefits that we're getting when using pure therapeutic grade essential oils. So I was telling you, the new addition in the tart cherry, in the Serenity capsule is tart cherry. Tart cherry is a natural source of melatonin, and it also contains something that helps boost our own production of melatonin. Melatonin is often what people take as well for sleep, right? A synthetic version, but this helps our body produce naturally the melatonin that we need to have a good sleep. So that is the improvement to the Serenity capsule. Now in here, we already had L-theanine, and it's important to note that the reason why L-theanine is in there is that it lowers stress by increasing GABA, the neurotransmitter that is relaxing to the brain. So it increases the GABA concentration in the brain, which is how it is helping us feel more relaxed. And then, and in the Serenity capsule, you also have lemon balm, passion flower, German chamomile, and lavender. All of these we know are very relaxing and just, just helping you feel grounded and peaceful. And so that is the Serenity capsule. So to have a good sleep and to test it out yourself, take it 30 minutes before bedtime and let us know how it goes. And try to monitor your sleep, see what time you went to bed, what time you woke up, how was your sleep, and see the difference of what it is usually. And then we have the Serenity stick, the new one that has the valerian oil in it. Valerian oil enhances sleep quality as well and reduces anxiety. So there's a concentration of about only 2% of valerian oil in here, but it's such a potent oil. And with the Serenity blend as well, I mean, I'm enjoying using it like all over my family at bedtime, because it's just, then the whole room is smelling like Serenity. Everybody smells awesome and everybody is feeling relaxed. It's just such great tools. Our research concluded that on the basis of long-standing use, valerian essential oil can be used for relieving mental stress and as well as used as a sleep aid. And also very important to mention that using these, you will not wake up groggy the next morning or sleepy. You know, sometimes when you take sleeping aids, although I've never done that, but I hear that you can feel groggy the next day. So you might have a deep sleep, but it's hard to function the next day. So that is not doing that at all. That would not be helpful. That would not be helpful. Okay. So I know that you are watching this as a recording, so I can't say, do you guys have any questions? But you can still ask your questions in the comments, because we will come back and take a look and answer your questions later. So a little bit of a routine. This is recommended by Dr. Brannick Riggs to have the best night's sleep. So sleep hygiene includes your nutrition, so eating nutritious food, not having any stimulants, caffeine and all of that after noon. Exercise is great, but during the day, not just before bedtime. Another big thing that a lot of people struggle with when it comes to having a good sleep hygiene is being off screens just before bedtime, at least an hour before you go to bed, to not have blue light. And that can definitely affect your sleep. So no screen, the lights down low, and just the atmosphere of your bedroom is definitely going to set the tone for how you're going to fall asleep, and also what you do before bed, right? Diffusing in the bedroom, if it's possible, half an hour before bed, I find is very effective. I used to only turn my diffuser on as I went to sleep, just because that's when I walked into my bedroom. But it's so good to go to sleep, go to bed, and the diffuser's been going for half an hour, so the essential oil is diffused into the air. You are breathing these aromatic compounds that don't just smell really nice, but do interact with your brain in a way that it is sending messages on a chemical level and saying it's time to calm down now. So you want these molecules in the air already when you lay down in bed. The Serenity stick you can use just at bedtime, under your feet, on your neck, on your wrist. I mean, you can use it however you'd like topically. It's not greasy, it's great. It just and you don't have to rub it in after either. Oh, I forgot to mention, the first thing in the morning is to expose yourself to natural light. So if you can, to just step out on the front porch, the back porch, wherever the sun is where you live, and get that natural sunlight. It helps set your circadian rhythm, and having a consistency with your sleep schedule. So you're waking and you're going to bed, if it can be around the same time, it is really helpful for your circadian rhythm. That's why jet lag is so hard on so many people. I know for me, if I ever try to stay up past midnight, it's like Cinderella. I can't. My husband makes fun of me, and it doesn't happen very often that I'm even awake at that time. But if there's something going on and I try to stay up, like I can't, I go to sleep. My circadian rhythm is very set. Okay, so, and the Serenity capsule about half an hour before bed again, so that it has time to do its thing in your body, so that by the time you lay down in bed, you're like, and if you want as well, you can use the essential oil topically, although it is already, in the stick. I just love that oil so much. I put a drop under my feet as well before bed, and on my spine. Two of my favorite oils are in there, the vetiver and the cedarwood, and they really, especially the vetiver, helps calm your brain, helps calm that hamster that always keeps thinking, and so that your brain can just really turn off, I guess, and so you can have a good sleep. I hope that you guys learned lots and are excited to use your Serenity sleep system, and to tell all your friends that struggle with sleep to give it a try, because it is so, so good. It helps have such a restful sleep and get to sleep, stay asleep, all of these things that people struggle with, and just so easy to use. So, all right, so if you're watching the recording, feel free to ask questions later on, and we will take a look and answer your questions. It was nice to be with you, even though it's later, and we'll see you another time.